I want to take you along on a little trip that we took to San Antonio while we talk about the importance of play in photography. I believe so strongly in the importance of play. This is in my kids' life, but this is also in my creative life. I believe that play is one of the most important things in photography. If you are going to be creative, you have to be in a state of play. You can't play if you are being careful. If you're trying to not make mistakes, it destroys creativity completely, because if you have a new idea, you can't immediately say that it's a mistake until you've explored it. When I was young and in my 20s, I dated a man who bought a digital camera that we both shared. It was a Nikon and he bought it used, and the menu was only in Japanese. Neither of us knew Japanese. I loved taking photos with it. And yes, I've used film cameras before, but the immediacy of seeing the photo I took on the back of that camera was astounding to me. We played around with different compositions, including some slow shutter speed photos of us disappearing in a jail cell at Alcatraz. They were creepy and weird, and it echoed the dissolving of our relationship. I remember loving playing with scale, making small trees appear bigger than tall skyscrapers. I loved this process of playing. When we broke up, I began realizing that I no longer had this tool to tell my stories and play around with the fun things like that. So, on my meager teacher salary, I gathered up a little bit of cash and bought a camera. I had zero interest in doing photography for money. I was a teacher and AmeriCorps. I was doing my life's work. I was doing, quote unquote, good. But I began keeping my camera with me at all times. I'd photograph concerts with my friends and just have a really good time with it. Before I ever got paid for my work, photography was therapy for being newly single. I saw photography as a new way to write my poetry, but this time visually. I ran across this quote that says, "What do you love doing so much that the words failure and success essentially become irrelevant?" It's been 20 years since I got my first DSLR, and while I've made money at the work that I've done for clients, I'm still not clearing the red line for my personal work. But I love it. I love it so much when I have a free morning and I'm just not sure what to do. I'll go to my place of comfort on Main Street and I try to make something new. It's just really that simple. And maybe photography isn't that thing for you. Maybe you get lost in your brushstrokes or your writing, but this discovery that the outcome doesn't matter, that you're not accountable to the success, but you're accountable to just showing up to the creative process. Understanding that the process is your calling, not the outcome. And I think that is the real joy, to finally realize the purpose isn't making a product. The purpose is being part of a process that makes this life more alive for you. I'll be making more creative content for photographers, so be sure to stay tuned by subscribing. I'm so glad that you came along with us today.